time starts now. What TV channel first had presenters known as VJs to introduce new
MTV.
videos? MTV, correct. Which former boxer does Sylvester Stallone play in the film Creed?
Rocky.
Rocky Balboa, correct. In a 1990 Commons debate on Europe, who famously shouted no, no, no? Margaret Thatcher, correct. What creamy English dessert shares its name with a word for an idiot? Fool, correct. What body part follows square in the name of a cricket fielding position?
Leg.
Leg, correct. Which Stuart king was deposed in 1688 and succeeded by William III?
Charles II.
Charles I? James II. What Dire Straits song is named after a Shakespeare play?
Juliet.
Pass.
Romeo and Juliet.
What fictional school suffered blue murder, pure hell, and a great...
Centrinians.
Centrinians, correct. Which of Victoria and David Beckham's children comes first alphabetically?
Pass.
Brooklyn, correct. Streets called the Mews were originally used for keeping what animals?
Oh,
Cows?
sheep.
Horses. Very good. £7 grand. Whoa!
So that's what Muse means. I didn't know
Really
that.
good. Right. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. All right. Your time starts now. A bourbon biscuit is usually what colour?
Brown.
Correct. Referring to companies like Netflix, SVOD stands for subscription video on what?
Demand.
Correct. 1950, what German car maker debuted its Type 2 camper van?
Volkswagen.
Correct. George Orwell's book Homage to Catalonia is set in what country?
Spain.
Spain. Correct. In the zodiac, what star sign comes between Taurus and Cancer?
Aries.
Libra. Gemini. What 1963 Roy Lichtenstein painting shows one plane firing a rocket at another?
Pass.
Wham. Which future US president starred in the Oscar-winning film This Is the Army?
Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Correct. In South Africa, the former Orange Free State was named after which country's royal house?
Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Correct. On a standard UK plug, what wire is coloured blue?
Earth.
Correct. At the Olympics, what section of a triathlon covers the longest distance?
The cycling.
Correct. What organ
Biggest.
of the body? Oh, very good. Now, in the 50s, the Germans, Dr. Martens and Dr. Funk, began selling what fashion items?
Shoes. Boots.
Boots. Correct. Water freezes at 32 degrees and boils at 212 on what
Fahrenheit.
scale? Fahrenheit. Correct. Winner, My Racing Life is the autobiography of which retired jump jockey?
Pass.
Dick Francis. A.P. McCoy. Which Emily Bronte character is the father of Linton? Heathcliff. Correct. The language Congo has more than 3 million speakers on what continent?
Africa.
Correct. Which singer purchased the publishing rights to the Beatles' back catalogue in 1985? David Bowie? Michael Jackson. On what TV soap is there a cat named Craig Revel Horwood? Is it Hollyoaks? EastEnders. Which opera composer is the subject of Julian Mitchell's play After Ada?
Verdi.
Correct.
Giuseppe Verdi.
What US crime series of the 60s and 70s featured a villain called Woe Fat?
Green Hornet.
Hawaii 5-0.
Ah, yeah.
Not bad though, Claire. £5 grand. Good team. Very
What am I
good.
thinking? Cool.
Time to face the chaser. Good luck. Good time starts now. In a leap year, what month has an extra day? February.
Yeah.
Correct. Troops from what country landed at Utah and Omaha beaches on
USA.
French. USA. The film Hook is loosely based on a story by which writer? By which writer? It's J.M. Barrie. Donkey sings Don't Let Me Go in the stage musical version of what animated film? Correct. What is 25% as a fraction in its simplest form?
1/4.
Correct. What usually sparkling wine is named after an area near Trieste in Italy?
Spumati.
Correct. Demi Moore has 3 children with which Hollywood actor? Correct. The character, the March Hare, first appears in a novel by which author?
Uncle Remus.
Lewis Carroll. Who's the only British rider to win the Tour de France more than once?
Mark
Cavendish. Chris Froome. Macaulay Culkin starred in how many Home Alone films?
3.
3. 2. In 1934, which scientist published the book The World as I See It?
Einstein.
Albert Einstein. The Dome of Discovery was part of... Well, let me tell you, Jimmy, you got £5,000. But
Pretty good round, really.
second half of that cash builder, the wheels come off completely. You set off at such a pace. Good player, that's for sure. Fair starts now. In 1980, what TV broadcaster launched Children in Need?
BBC.
Gary.
BBC.
Correct. How many princes in the tower were there?
2.
2. 2, correct. Morgan Freeman played Nelson Mandela in what sports film?
Gary.
Invictus.
Yeah.
Correct. Take Me Home was a 1995 autobiography by which US singer?
Sue.
Pass. John Denver. In motoring,
Oh,
what
Take
does the
Me
T
Home,
in
Country
MOT
Road.
stand for?
Gary.
Transport.
Correct. Kapustin Yar's a rocket launch site in what country?
Gary.
Russia.
Correct. What rugby club's badge shows a yellow and black insect?
Sue.
Wasps. Correct. American painter Andy Warhol was born in what decade?
30s.
Gary.
1930s.
20s. In 78, which princess got divorced from the Earl of Snowdon?
Margaret.
Gary.
Princess Margaret.
Correct. The Australian city of Perth is near what major ocean?
Indian.
Gary.
Indian Ocean.
Correct. A copper produces what primary colour flame when it burns?
Green. Oh, blue.
Sue.
Blue. Correct. What Irish brewery created Toucan Brew?
Guinness.
Gary.
Guinness.
Correct. What rock group had a hit with Sweet Child of Mine?
Guns N' Roses.
Bon Jovi.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Skipper is the younger sister of what famous doll?
Gary.
Barbie.
Correct. Who replaced Hitler as Chancellor of Germany for just one day?
Gary.
Goering.
Admiral Dönitz.
Joseph Goebbels.
Oh.
What is 3 squared?
Gary.
9.
9.
Correct. What's the official language of Ghana?
Gary.
English.
English. Who directed the 2016 film The Hateful Eight?
Yeah, Tarantino.
Correct. John F. Kennedy served in which of the American armed forces?
US Navy. PTB.
US Navy.
Correct. NASA's Mariner 4 took the first close-up photos of what planet?
Gary.
Mars.
Correct. Dishes described as Provençal come from what country?
French.
Gary.
France.
Correct. What was discovered in Bonanza Creek in the Yukon, 1896?
Gold.
Sue.
Dinosaurs? Gold.
Haha.
Bentley Drummle is a character from what Dickens novel?
Gary.
Pass.
Great Expectations. Well, we were going at some lick there, I'm telling you. Wow.
That was a
8
good
each minute.
performance by
Very,
Gary.
Very good. 16 questions answered. What starts now? Winkle pickers are worn on what part of the body?
Legs.
Correct.
Yeah.
Manchego is a variety of what food?
Cheese.
Correct. Which Liver Birds actress was born in Rhyl in Wales?
Neris Hughes.
Correct. Which Scotsman won the 1995 World Rally Championship?
That wasn't Colin McEwen.
Andy.
Stop the clock. That is wrong. Whoa, here we go. Now then, take your time.
Colin McRae.
Oh, well,
Oh, well, I got the
great
first name
answer.
right.
Push the chaser back, 16 required. Here we go. Chaser, your time starts again now. Which American held the title of Duchess of Windsor?
Mrs.
Simpson.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wallace
The
Simpson.
name of what major Chinese city means on the sea?
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Correct. Jackie Woodburn plays Susan Kennedy in what Australian soap?
Neighbours.
Correct. Which nonsense poet wrote about the Yonggi Bongi Bo?
Edward Lear.
Correct. What paper size is twice as big as A2?
A1.
A4.
Correct. What Hawaiian naval base is also known as?
Pearl Harbor.
Correct. What's the square root of 40,000?
200.
Correct. And what football ground are the Shankly Gates a feature?
Anfield.
Correct. Robert Lindsay played Wolfie in what 70s TV?
Citizen Smith.
Correct. The kissing game played by teenagers is spin the what?
Bottle.
Correct. The Holy Roman Empire was abolished in what century?
19th.
Correct. Traditionally, what baked batter is served with roast beef?
Yorkshire pudding.
Correct. A cretin comes from what European country?
Greece.
Greece.
Correct. What was the first name of crime author P.D. James?
Phyllis.
Correct. Rennie tablets work by neutralizing acid in what organ?
Stomach.
The stomach.
Correct. Alaskan king is a large type of what edible crustacean?
Crab.
Oh, unbelievable. 1 pushback, 1 executed, target of 18, right?
Yeah.
Is 19,
Yeah.
caught with 37 seconds remaining. That's enough.